Howdy, guys! It is Andrew the Android Koloski here, and I am live and ready to perform for all of you. It is everyone's favorite schizo, Andrew the Android Koloski. Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! All right. So let's get some inpatients joining here. Let's get some inpatients joining. Hey, Jay. How you doing, Jay? How art thou? How art thou? Jay says he's doing good. That's great, Jay. That's great. That's awesome. So I think I'm gonna do open mic tonight. I think I'm gonna do open mic. I don't know. Yeah, just do it. What else am I gonna do? Sit in solitude? You never know. Maybe there'll be a woman there. You never know. You never know. You never know. Maybe there'll be. Hey, Dave. How you doing? So I'm going to give you an example of predicate logic. Elon Musk said about some sort of thing, it will be destroyed root and stem. Did my parents want to destroy my mind, root and stem? Did they want to render me a vegetable mind? Or is that a delusion? Did my parents have nothing but good intentions? Somebody says, that's a delusion, Andrew. That's a delusion. Catch it, check it, change it. Your parents did not want to render you a vegetable mind. They did not want to turn you into Syd Barrett. They did not want to fry your brain. Catch it, check it, change it. My parents love me. La 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 la. Somebody asked me, do I have neurological damage? Is my brain fried or something? I'm certainly insecure and paranoid my brain is fried, but I've never been diagnosed as having dementia, neurological damage, or anything to that nature. Why? Do you think I behave like I have a fried brain? I took a mega regimen of psychiatric medications for like 10 years. I've sat in solitude for a long time. I've been like involuntarily celibate for my whole life. Somebody says, well, obviously I feel like my parents had me in a metaphorical chastity belt. They forced me to take the mega regimen of psychiatric medications. But I'm told they did not have nefarious intentions, and they were not, my chains were internal, not maternal. You know, I chose to sit in solitude. So, yeah. So I guess ultimately, if my brain is fried, take accountability and say I fried it myself. You know what I mean? It wasn't sadistically fried by my parents. They weren't like the warden from the Shawshank Redemption. Hey, Xerox, he says, booyah! Hey, Xerox, booyah to you too. Booyah to you too. So I'm going to do open mic tonight, which I'm excited about. I'm excited about doing the open mic. La 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 la, is my brain fried? So you got any jokes about financial independence? Well, no, I don't know if I necessarily have any jokes about that. I should brainstorm one though. Somebody wants me to sing "Deck the Halls." I'm a disabled 37-year-old man child. Fa la 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 la. I am sick with schizoaffective. Tra la 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 la. I have no future. I had no past. Fa la 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 la. This Christmas season is hell. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. I used to have some girlfriends, fa la 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 la, but they all broke up with me, fa la 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 la. They thought of me as a loser, fa la 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 la. They didn't like me, fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. I'm financially dependent on my parents. Fa la 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 la. When they get older and die, I'm gonna be screwed. Fa la 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 la. I don't know what to do. Fa la 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 la. I could even be homeless. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. To avoid going into the psychiatric hospital, fa la 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 la. I need to come back with determination. Fa la 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 la. I did the best I could. Somebody says it would make them super depressed being financially dependent on their parents at 37 years old. You seem happy all the time, though. I'm not happy all the time. In fact, I get on their nerves and they get on my nerves. And let me read to you an email that I exchanged with my social worker. I said to my social worker, I have a family member who I'm just not getting along with anymore. I love him, but every time I'm around him, we fight. He sent me a quote, never push a loyal person to the point where they no longer care. I know he's obviously speaking from his perspective when he shared the quote, but that's exactly how I feel too. I just can't be the person I once was. I'm setting boundaries, asserting myself. I'm trying to be a man. It's time to find a romantic partner, to get independent, to create a life for myself. I'm 37 years old. Stop depending on this family member. Stop depending on this family member because when he's in control, we fight. My social worker said, I'm happy to hear you say this. The separation between you and your family will be so beneficial to you and your success. I replied with, thanks so much. I'll try to distance myself from my parents and get independent as much as possible. Obviously, I love them, but it's important I behave like a man, not a 37-year-old man-child. It just leads to hostile dependency and animosity. Somebody says, why are you always worried about being homeless? You don't have to worry. You have a sugar daddy. No, I don't. I don't have a sugar daddy. Who said I had a sugar daddy? And somebody says, your mom has life insurance. Lots of it. Unless you're calling my mom my sugar mama. I mean, is that what you're saying there? Who's my sugar daddy? My mom and dad? Or my mom and dad, like, they're not, I mean, who, I've never, to dispel the narrative, Somebody said, to dispel the narrative, I've never had a sugar daddy or sugar mama. I mean, I know some people say, oh, Andrew has, but that's not so. That's not so. It's just a joke. So, somebody said the U.S. government is your sugar daddy. You get $1K a month forever. That's all. That's what I'm referring to, Andrew. He wasn't referring to me as a sugar baby. I have to worry about homelessness, not you. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The U.S. government is my sugar daddy. So he says, did your bro send you that quote? What do you mean? What quote are you talking about? No, it was my social worker who sent me that quote. My social worker sent me the quote. Yeah, I have a feeling the social worker emails aren't going to turn into like the Dr. Garrett emails, which became a big part of my channel for a while. But you never know. Maybe it will. Maybe the social worker emails will be. Maybe she'll be the next Dr. Garrett. I have a feeling the social worker emails aren't going to be like Dr. Garrett's emails, though. That was like a collaboration between an expert CBT psychiatrist and somebody sick with schizoaffective. It was like the Beatles, it was me and I didn't realize in 2017 when I met Dr. Garrett, we would have such an iconic run, but we had an iconic run. Then in 2020 during COVID, we went, we changed to Zoom. It was an iconic run, man. It was an iconic run. Somebody says, your social worker can help you find a place to live. You don't even have to do that. You could just jump, go eat ice cream forever. I could probably too. Somebody says, Dr. Garrett is the one who created CCC. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. He has the tools. Catch it, check it, change it. That's for sure. He has the catch. He knows the catch it, check it, change it techniques. Yeah. Somebody says, I'm viral. I'm going viral. Yeah, man. Any day now. Any day now, I'm going to go viral. I'm waiting for Godot. So he says, if you write on Google, catch it, check it, change it, you will find a lot of content like this. Catch it, check it, change it. Catch it, check it, change it. Yeah. The 3 C's, the catch it, check it, change it. What about Taylor Swift? What about Taylor Swift? Somebody just said Taylor Swift. One word. I have a daydream she knows exactly who I am, but it's just a daydream. It's just a delusion. There's no evidence Taylor Swift knows who I am. So catch it, check it, change it. There's no evidence Howard Stern knows who I am, or anybody important for that matter. The evidence is I'm in anonymity. I'm getting daydreams of grandeur, delusions of grandeur, I'm not about to be rich and famous. Taylor Swift doesn't know me. Howard Stern doesn't know me. Elon Musk doesn't know me. Catch it, check it, change it. Turtle Green says, I know somebody important. Who do you know that's important? Somebody says Turtle Green says the person he knows that's important can't say who it is. She says not to. Fair enough, Turtles Green. Fair enough. Foop says he knows Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, cool. Like, send Whoopi Goldberg my content. Maybe they could get me on The View. Maybe I could talk to the people on The View, you know? Maybe they can do an Ask Me Anything with the people. Maybe the people on The View can do an Ask Me Anything. Somebody says, what about Billie Eilish? I don't really get delusions about Billie Eilish, but I mean, I guess I could. Interestingly enough, the people I get delusions about, I'm kind of fans of. I mean, I guess Billie Eilish could be obsessed with me. Why not? But the only song by her I know is Bad Guy. Oh, and I'm Not Your Friend or Anything, Damn. That one too. But yeah, to be honest with you, I don't really know much about Billie Eilish. I'm not like an expert on her music. I mean, I've heard some of her songs on the radio, and but I'm not really like. Somebody says, "Is there a good reason why Taylor Swift wouldn't actually see the channel?" I mean, she's not an alien; she's on planet Earth, but she's so famous that I mean, obviously, I'm trying to get rich and famous, and if Taylor Swift, started following my channel, and it could lead to success for me. Why wouldn't she see the channel? I mean, I don't know. I mean, because right now it appears like I'm an anonymity. Most of my videos average like 10 or so views. It doesn't appear like I'm getting millions of views. So on that note, come to the conclusion that Taylor Swift isn't watching me on the sly. You know what I mean? Somebody says the internet is everywhere. Taylor Swift is just a person in the long run. So maybe my delusion is correct. Maybe Taylor Swift knows me. Maybe Taylor Swift has been obsessed with me for 15 years. Who the hell knows? Maybe I'm not delusional. Maybe Dr. Garrett was the one who was wrong. So let me ask you, does it bother me that she's with a big football player guy? Not really. I don't really care about football. The guy looks like just some jock, basically. I mean, if they found love together and she likes him, that's fine. Good for her. You know what I mean? I'm not really angry she's dating a football player, I mean, right? Who gives a shit who she's dating, really? Somebody says they seem like they're in a press release relationship to me. It seems like it's a publicity stunt. Hey, I mean, it's possible. It's possible the whole thing could be just a farce, I don't know why she would do it, but it's possible the whole thing could be one big publicity stunt and one big farce, So he says, I really don't care that she's dating a football player. Not really. Why should I care? You know what I mean? She's going to date somebody. If she wants to date a football player and they're in love, I mean, it's fine. You know what I mean? I mean, unless she wants to be an incel and date nobody, that's fine too. I mean, do what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? I mean, like, Do what you're going to do. So actually, somebody asked me what happens at 58. Well, obviously, right now my fantasy world is being enabled to me by my mother. So my mother is kind of allowing me to sit on social media and rather than find a romantic partner, daydream, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, or the romantic partner of the day, is in love with me. But what will dispel, the Taylor Swift or Olivia Rodrigo delusion? Finding a real life romantic partner, gaining self esteem, getting a life in real life, getting financially independent. And if you start having sex with a real woman, you won't need Peter Pan Tinkerbell anymore. You won't need the fantasy woman anymore. You won't need Olivia Rodrigo or Taylor Swift. You'll have a real life tuna fish sandwich because they say basically what right now a woman to me is like a tuna fish sandwich, my favorite lunch food. And instead of eating tuna fish, I'm just daydreaming about it. Wouldn't it be nice to date Taylor Swift or Olivia Rodrigo? But realistically, what I need is to find a real life romantic partner, like just some woman who's struggled like me and, not comfort myself in a daydream more. Basically, I'm sad. I'm alone. I have no friends really. I sit and I just daydream all day long, and I daydream, these stories. Somebody says Olivia is too young for you. Well, it's like tree. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Olivia is too young for me. Somebody says maybe you need to find a woman who's about your age, who's has mental health issues, who struggled a lot like me, and maybe you need to find somebody who's struggled a lot like me. There says maybe you could find a woman in a mental health recovery group or in a group home. And when I start to get like these daydreams that the pop stars love me and I'm going to date Olivia Rodrigo or Taylor Swift, catch it, check it, change it, and fight it off. Because these pop stars, they're fucking living lives of luxury. They're going all around the world. They're dating like models and football players, and just fight this fucking delusion off and find love in real life. Go out there and get the tuna fish sandwich in a mental health recovery group. You know what I mean? Go out there and get tuna fish. I could find a hot woman in a mental health recovery group. So because there are a lot of pop stars. Are you sure you can't date one of them? I mean, you never know. Maybe I could date a pop star someday. But, there's no evidence any pop star is madly in love with me. It's just a fantasy that I'm coming to a feeling of conviction about. Somebody says, you are like Mike Tyson. Your life is a fight with mental health and delusions instead of boxers. Yeah, man, I'm beating my mind up with like Mike Tyson, I guess. Somebody says, you got to meet them, fall in love with them. Like, make a video so darn good, Taylor Swift has to see it. Make a video so damn good, Olivia Rodrigo has to see it. And they'll fall in love with me and see what a magical man I am. I don't know. Somebody says, obviously, Olivia Rodrigo is too young for you, and she needs to date a man who's in his early 20s. Forget Olivia Rodrigo. Somebody says, will Mike Tyson win tonight? Do you think Jake Paul stands a chance against Mike Tyson? I think Mike Tyson will win, but I'm not really a boxing expert. I don't know much about boxing. So I'm thinking Mike Tyson was an expert boxer at one point. I'm thinking Jake Paul is going to get his ass kicked. So Jake Paul might get hurt. I know I certainly wouldn't want to get punched by Mike Tyson. Even though he's not in his prime, not even close to it. In fact, he's over the hill and basically retired. I wouldn't want to get punched by Mike Tyson. So I'm going to get the Lamictal today from the pharmacy, and do I remember Mike Tyson Punch-Out? Yes, I do. I remember Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You know, on the NES. With Bull, Glass Joe, and then Mike Tyson would knock you out with one punch. Then they changed it to Mr. Dream. Don Flamenco was always tough. Don Flamenco was always tough. So he says, piss. All right. Somebody says, you think the medication is frying your mind, but you're willing to take it for a small apartment? What's the option here? Take the medication and live somewhere, or be homeless, the psychiatric hospital? I have no money. Somebody says, I'm getting the Lamictal, and I'm going to try it tonight. Somebody says, maybe get a White Claw tonight. You know, obviously, I don't want to have a hard seltzer tonight. I think I'm gonna do open mic tonight. Actually, I think I'm gonna go and do open mic tonight. So I don't think I'm gonna drink. Somebody says that's a good idea. Get out. You never know. Maybe there'll be a cute woman. Maybe there'll be a tuna fish sandwich there, and maybe I could leave, you know, my fantasy land, my Joanne Greenberg world, and find a real life romantic partner. You know, maybe I could leave your or Wonderland or whatever you want to fucking call it and find a real life romantic partner and give up the fantasy world, you know? Somebody asks, would you ever have a one night stand? It depends. I mean, I would have to know the woman is clean and doesn't have a sexually transmitted disease. And I would have to probably know and trust her. You know, obviously, it would probably be if I did, it would be like a friend of mine, you know, somebody I kind of knew, not just some random stranger. You know what I mean? Like a friend with benefits. Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, I'm more about relaxing, cuddling, finding intimacy and love with people. You know, I kind of like the cuddling and the friendship of romance. You know, so I don't see the point. I mean, obviously, I'm really frustrated and I haven't had intimacy in a long time, and I'm pretty desperate. But you know, I honestly don't see the point of just a one night stand unless you've just like not had intimacy in years, man. Unless you've just not had intimacy in years. I mean, I don't see the point of like a one night stand, really. Basically, I'm looking for a girlfriend. Yeah, or a friend with benefits. But we're genuinely friends. You know what I mean? We're like really good friends. But I'm more looking for a girlfriend because we've seen how friends with benefits. You know, I'm looking for a girlfriend, basically. It's been years since I had intimacy, over 2 years, maybe even 3. It's been a long time. It's been a while, man. It's time to end the streak. And if I feel like I've been involuntarily celibate for like my whole life, man. I feel like I've, you know, haven't had sex for like my whole life. I mean, I have had sex before. I've had some romantic partners, but I feel like I've been single. And there's women out there on Long Island. There's women on the loose. Go out there and get a tuna fish sandwich. Somebody asks, have you ever had a one night stand? No, I have not. I have never had a one night stand. And I don't think I ever will. I don't think I ever will. And I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Somebody says, you got to try it once, buddy. Somebody says, no, I don't really want to have a one night stand. I don't really want a fucking one night stand. I want a girlfriend, man. Somebody says, you're starving and you need to eat. Go out there and have a one night fucking stand. And Be Good Johnny by Men at Work. Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. I want real love. I want true love, man. I'm after true love. Somebody says, having a one-night stand will increase your confidence and make it easier to get a girlfriend. Somebody says, have you ever tried a speed dating event? No, I have not, guys. I have not tried speed dating. La 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 la. Somebody says, speed dating sounds fun. Actually, I think that would make me very anxious. I think that would make me very, scared. I would be very scared to do speed dating. I don't know. I feel self-conscious and, I wouldn't like speed dating. I would rather get to know somebody in a mental health recovery group and be alone in a room with them and start chatting. And that's what I'm hoping for, All right, guys. I think on that note, I'm going to go get the Lamictal, and I think they prescribed a protein pump inhibitor. I went to the gastroenterologist this morning, so I'm going to get a. Somebody said I plan to go back to the Fountain House in January, maybe. Somebody says the Fountain House needs to make a dating app. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It seems like you're hooking up two people with severe mental illness. I don't know. But I hear you. I plan to go back there in January. At the very least, I'll go to mental health recovery groups on Long Island. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep going back there. Who knows? Two peas in a pod. Call the dating app Two Peas in a Pod. So this is, it won't happen. What won't happen? Me having sex? I'll never have sex again. I'll be an incel until the day I die. So he says, go grab a Cold Stone after you get the Lamictal. You deserve it. Yes, Dave. So he says, proud of you for getting the Lamictal. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So he says, and get a Subway sandwich. Yeah. Big night tonight. We got the open mic. We got the open mic this evening. So on that note, adios, my impatiens. Peace out. Have a great night.